but also externally by the UK Quality Assurance Agency, the QAA. The UBS program runs entirely in sync with the Bradford calendar, enabling students to transfer in any semester and reinforcing the maintained standards of quality across the undergraduate program delivery. During the last couple of years, we have crystallized our Vision 2015 that focuses on delivering an exceptional pool of faculty members, providing this exceptional experience to our students by involving students and parents in the program process, mapping their expectations and providing individualized attention through an active mentoring program. IILM also has started working towards the South Asian quality standards with a long-term goal to reach the AFPHC accreditation. IILM undergraduate program has made significant advancements in the last 2 years within the country's accreditation and approval framework, gaining acceptance with 2 national apex bodies, the Indira Gandhi National Open University and the All India Management Association. Early last year, the degree awarded by the University of Bradford in collaboration with IILM Undergraduate Business School received an equivalent status with the undergraduate degrees awarded by the University of Delhi for the purpose of admission to higher studies in departments of commerce and financial studies. This year's intake is a reflection of the quality of standards maintained at IILM and the trust and the brand IILM has created over these years. The intake this year has been over 240 students across the 2 campuses. The new batch has over 80% students with their scores in class 12 above 65%. About 75% of these students come from commerce backgrounds and the rest from humanities and sciences. At a broader level, outside the undergraduate program, IILM is now completing 1 year of the Advanced Management Program for Senior Executives that was launched with its first module on Global and Political Environment delivered by Dr. Shashi Tharoor. The program has seen renowned professors from Columbia, Wharton and the IIMs deliver 20-hour modules successfully over the last 10 months. IILM has also launched itself into customized blended learning programs with its first program with IBM in 2009. We have completed 3 batches of more than 200 executives from IBM graduating with the Foundations in Management program designed and offered by IILM for IBM. Last year, IILM has also been improved as a standard service provider for all IBM locations and offices. As a part of our Vision 2015, it is our endeavor to continuously strive towards building up the level of our intellectual capability. With this in mind, we launched a long-term faculty development initiative with a postgraduate certificate program for faculty in January 2011. 100+ hours of intensive input on teaching pedagogy, assessment design and research are the focal agendas of this program. The first batch of faculty members will complete the program early next year. In addition, we also intend to launch a research and scholarship-focused pre-PhD coursework in 2012 to build on the research capabilities. This brings me to the last part of my address, which is for the graduating students. Warmest congratulations to all graduates, with a special word of congratulations to those who received awards and medals. I would also like to extend my congratulations to proud parents who I know will remember this day with much more fondness than the graduating students. As parents, you play a critical role in the success of your child, for which the due credit must come to you. My congratulations to all parents, faculty and mentors who have been involved with the graduating batch through these years. To the graduating students, today is not just a day when you celebrate your success, it is a day when you begin your journey as a professional. You will not only now be responsible for your own future, but also the futures of the organizations you work for and for the society you build. I am sure you will miss these times of friends, Facebook and parties, but I am equally sure you will start exploring your world towards pursuing your dreams and aspirations. To quote Steve Jobs from his famous speech at Stanford, a part which particularly impresses every time I read it. Many of us have heard and read, it still continues to make an impact. And I quote, "Have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Your time is limited, so don't waste it in living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. Unquote. With these words, I wish the graduates the very best for a glorious future for themselves and their organizations. Vice-Chancellor, sir, may I now request you to please deliver your graduation address. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let me start by saying what a privilege it is for me to be here, 3 years since I was last here, to celebrate your graduation with parents, friends, teachers and fellow graduates. It's always a real pleasure to celebrate the close relationship over many years between the University of Bradford and IILM and to see the benefits of our collaboration. And like other people here, I would also wish to record the sadness of people at the University of Bradford for the passing of Dr. Ms. Rai, who was an inspiration obviously to you at IILM, but also to the University of Bradford, who were delighted to award him an honorary degree in the year 2000. Now, as new graduates, I've no doubt you've changed greatly during the time you've spent here, and I'm sure that the teaching staff here on the podium are very proud of what you have achieved and the way in which you've developed, both as individuals and as a group, during your time here. And you alone will know how much you owe, not only to the staff here who have taught you, but also to parents, relatives, partners, friends and fellow students who have supported and encouraged you during your studies. That support will have been very varied. I'm sure it will have been academic, financial and emotional. But without that support, I'm sure it would have been much more difficult for you to have achieved what you have achieved today. Now, the real purpose of today is to celebrate. You stand on the threshold of new opportunities and new horizons, and everybody here hopes that what you've learned at IILM and with the University of Bradford will help you to achieve all that you want personally, but will also help to better the society in which we live. A university education and a degree is not just about personal career and advancement, vitally important though that is. It's also about working for the common good, helping to create a better, more ethical society, and hopefully taking with you a set of very clear values and ethics about how you will work in the future. Now, for the University of Bradford and its partners, the application of knowledge to problems of social and economic change is a key part of our mission. And to help us do that, I firmly believe that partnerships with strong, globally recognised and international institutions is vital if the university and IILM are to prosper. International partnerships are a very important part of our activity. At a time of very rapid change in global and economic volatility in business and financial markets, it's very important that higher education institutions have first-class teaching, strong international work, and are also organisations that are open and accessible to talented staff and students, and that those organisations continue to apply knowledge in collaboration with business and with commerce. At times of economic uncertainty, and I was intrigued to hear Sarah talk about the problems of a 7% annual growth rate, which I suspect most countries in Europe would kill for. We're lucky if we've got 0.5. But of course, there is economic uncertainty, and it's more important than ever that graduates like you, who have the skills and intellect and expertise, can shape a better world. Higher education will continue to play a vital part in the new global economy, whatever that might look like. High-level skills, flexible production, the knowledge economy, these kinds of changes have been built partly on technology, but also on continued investment in human capital. And without that investment, sustainable growth is impossible. So it's more important than ever that we continue to invest, both personally and as organisations, in skills and development, without which sustained and sustainable growth is much more difficult. So our talented staff and students like you need to be drawn from as wide and diverse a pool as possible to make sure that the very best graduates can make the most telling contributions to the world of business and commerce. Strong HE institutions like IILM and like the University of Bradford must generate new ideas. They must be incubators of technology, and they must stimulate economic change and economic regeneration. And we need to enable both staff and students to think and research critically, and to challenge established ideas and stimulate debate in society. A strong higher education institution should be physically and intellectually open to new ideas which may well challenge the orthodox. So never accept the conventionally self-evident. Continue questioning, continue arguing, and continue challenging on how to continue learning throughout your career. I hope you've had a lot of pleasure and enjoyment alongside all that academic hard work that you've done, and that you've made lasting friends both with your fellow students and with the staff. I also thank you for what you have given to IILM and also to the University of Bradford, and I hope you keep in touch as an alumni. You are our very best ambassadors, and we are very confident that you will have very, very successful careers. Finally, can I give my thanks to all of the staff who've helped to make this day possible, and to thank you as graduates, your parents, supporters and friends for all that they have brought to your development and to the celebrations here today. And I'd like to wish you all health, happiness and a prosperous and very fulfilled future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Vice-Chancellor, sir, there are a few names that have been mixed out. Would now request you to kindly hand over the degrees to them.
I'm not sure that's legal. No, apologies.
Urvashi Nandrajo. Suresh Sharma. Kunal Paslicha. Sahiba Garwal. Tanya. Krish Patel. Thank you, sir. Vice-Chancellor, sir, do I have your permission to declare the ceremony closed?
The ceremony is now closed.